Hi, this is Colleen McGee, and welcome to another episode of Fort Riley, the podcast. This week, we explore the tradition that became Labor Day. Started by President Grover Cleveland in 1894, Labor Day is the result of lobbying by labor unions for recognition of the contributions of American workers to the strength, prosperity, and well-being of our nation. The holiday was one born out of conflict. First, labor strikes and riots turned violent. On September 5, 1882, 10,000 workers took unpaid time off to march from City Hall to Union Square in New York City. That became the first Labor Day parade in U.S. history. The idea of a working man's holiday celebrated on the first Monday in September caught on in other industrial centers across the country as well, and many states passed legislation recognizing it. However, Congress would not legalize the holiday until 12 years later, after a massive strike that crippled the U.S. railway operations ended with deadly violence. On May 11, 1894, employees of the Pullman Palace Car Company in Chicago went on strike to protest wage cuts and the firing of union representatives. About 6 weeks later, the American Railroad Union called for a boycott of all Pullman railway cars, crippling railroad traffic nationwide. To break the Pullman strike, the federal government dispatched troops to Chicago, unleashing a wave of riots that resulted in the deaths of more than a dozen workers. And though designed to give workers recognition for their labors, the extra-long holiday weekend is also recognized today as the last opportunity to have a long break during the summer weather. For those of us here at Fort Riley, the U.S. Army Garrison Command Sergeant Major has some safety tips for you as you observe this working person holiday.
My name's Command Sergeant Major Jason Pullen. I'm the Garrison Sergeant Major here at Fort Riley, Kansas. And as we push into this Labor Day, I would ask that all of us, as well as our friends and our partners in the local community, continue to remember our summer safety. A lot of people are going to be out boating. People are going to start going into the woods, setting up their cameras in preparation for the upcoming deer season. We ask that you keep safety at the forefront of your mind in everything we do. And don't forget to watch those kiddos while we're in the water and use appropriate PPE whenever we're executing activities out and about.
Thank you for listening to Fort Riley the podcast, and we hope you celebrate this hard-earned working person's holiday with friends and family, but do so in a way that guarantees your safe return to work.